the toss and decided to bat first. High this goes, HD. Monster 6.
Altitude. It's a much better choice of stroke. I thought he had played the reverse sweep and had got the field change that he wanted. And then to go down the ground. Here's a critical spell. This is a clever bowler. Mohammed Mohsin. Wonderful economy rate.
They are brilliant numbers. If you're offered a bowler in T20 cricketers, they'll run well comfortably for 2. The bolts look a little rattled out there. If you're offered a wrist spinner or a finger spinner who will go less than a run a ball and take a wicket every game, he's one of your first names on the team sheet.
Those numbers barely exist anymore in T20 cricket. I think even if you're under 8s, you're considered exceptional. The man that's wearing yellow today. That was an opportunity.
And again, I have to question, why does Asif Sheikh not have the gloves on? I've said it for the majority of the tournament. I think in 2 of the games he took them. Here we are. I just wonder, was it an edge? I was certain it was at first. It's the googly, it's brilliantly bowled. Maybe not.
No, I don't think so. I think Mohammed Mohsin thought it had bowled him, gone over the top of the stumps and hit the fingertips of Malanta.
Was kind of 2 noises though. I think just purely maybe because the bat is come so close to the keeper's gloves. By the way, it was a tardy piece of glove work. It's given as byes, so the umpire didn't think there was an edge either.
Just going back to those numbers, I mentioned another man in yellow, Harmeet Singh, who's going to play a critical part today, particularly you would think against Jimmy Neesham. Left arm spin against the left-hander. Great shot. That is a great shot. I'm really struggling to complete my story here, but he's got an economy rate of under 4. What about this for a stroke?
Yeah, superb. And if you want an exhibition and a demonstration as to A, how to play straight, and B, why it's the best part of the ground to target. That is it. Now he goes over his shoulder. Ah, this is quite brilliant from Saif Zaid. It's not quite going to be back-to-back boundaries, but it will be 3 more to the total. As Malanta could have taken the stumps off. His teammates need to give him a shout. I don't think they can hear each other right there. Such is the cacophony of noise. We will have a check on the boundary. I think it was clean.
Easy. No problem. Having a look at the boundary, but... Yep. So not a boundary. Into the 9th. 80 without loss.
So Saif Zaid goes past 250, the 3rd highest scorer in the tournament now. Neesham will have his eyes, maybe not just in going past Zaid, but maybe even top spots. And a special mention for the lone Nepali batter in there, Rohit Paudel. As Jimmy Neesham returns to the attack. Paudel played the least number of games of everyone there with him last night. He's going to be here today, the national team captain, and rightly so. He was quite brilliant this tournament, even though the Lions had a campaign to forget. Is there a way back into this game here for the Bolts? Something's got to change.
They need wickets. They need wickets quickly, because you just think of what's to come here. Brandon McMullen, the Pindra Singh Airi. There is plenty. Ishan Pandey, who's had such a good tournament as well. So these two can play with all the freedom in the world.
Oh, this is hammered. But hammered into the grandstand for 6. What a way to bring up your 50. It comes off 33 deliveries, 5 fours, 2 sixes. And on the grandest stage that there is, this has been a quite brilliant innings from the Englishman.
Big players score big runs in the biggest of matches. He is an overseas. He's 1 of 4. He's doing the job here today.
Four more. Everything must go already as early as the 10th over. Neesham is not happy out there, roaring directions at where the fielders need to go. The Bolts in danger of losing their minds here.
Well, the problem that the Bolts have, though, is that both players are able to hit the ball to all 4 corners of the ground. They're just struggling to restrict them to a particular area. You drop it short, he pulls you, you pitch it up, he laps you, or he goes down the wicket and hits you down the ground. This is a sensational partnership led by the left-hander.
Look at the platform the Royals have built here. Nobody's crossed 200 in the comp. Don't want to put a hex on it or anything, but the platform they have, they may almost be disappointed if they don't get to the 200 marker.
Yeah, surely. Yeah, the Kings, who we could argue didn't have the best of tournaments, they have the highest total. It's amazing, isn't it? The highest total going to a side that doesn't make it through, the most amount of runs at one stage when it was with a batter who hadn't gone through. But this has been an exhibition from these two. They are entertaining the masses.
Bandari now, because Zaid seems to have switched gears quite significantly. The last 5 overs have gone for 60. He's happy to nudge it around and say, Zaid, keep doing what you do.
Just bear in mind here that they've actually scored 92 in 7.5 overs. Because there were 2 maidens that just extraordinary cropped up inside the power play. Lovely bit of bowling by Thacker and Rashbansi, but the rest have gone the distance.
Well, it's the final winner of the Happy Dent Sparkling Smile fan of the match. Well done, madam. Very, very well deserved. I've said it a few times throughout this tournament, HT, one of the most transformational aspects of the fans that we've had in. We have seen kids, we've seen women, we've seen families. 6-7 years ago, it was really too dominated by men, and it's lovely to see every single person and part of Nepal enjoying their cricket.